Good afternoon, good evening, this is John Paul Wright. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. This is my continuing series, What Does Star Wars Mean to You? And today I'm featuring General Katarn. He was a president's guard in Greece. That's why I found his story really interesting. I'm going to get into that clip right now, and of course this channel will be linked in the description. Here it is.
Hey everyone, this is General Katarn, and today I'm going to tell you the story of why Star Wars is important to me. To me, Star Wars is not just a movie that you pop in your DVD player or Netflix and chill with your girl. Star Wars is the kind of movie that helped shape my moral compass, and its teachings in general helped me become the man that I am today. So it is something that if I ever have kids, I will want to pass on to in the future. Every episode, every line has something that you can learn from and apply in real life. And the philosophy of the Jedi, for example, is one of those things that helped me get through certain situations and deal with certain people in my life. Star Wars is or was in a political utopia before the dark times, before the Empire, where everyone, regardless of faith and gender, sexual or political, could enjoy in unison, but that's not the case anymore. Here in Greece, Star Wars was not that popular among people before The Force Awakens, so if you were a high school kid like me in the early to mid 2000s, you would get bullied for it, something chronic. So what I'm getting with this is that I couldn't discuss Star Wars the way I could discuss with my friends, for example, from the States or you guys on Twitter or YouTube, because they wouldn't understand it the way I did. So for example, if I told them, hey, do you like the EU? They would be like, EU as in European Union? Moving on, I was very frustrated when The Force Awakens came out and all of these bullies at school now baptize themselves Star Wars fans because they wanted to blend into the new norm, which was Star Wars because of Disney making it popular again, as opposed to me. I am a fan for years, they have been fan for weeks. It's different. These same people, by the way, defend The Last Jedi, so go figure. Star Wars is not your average flick. It requires a certain love for history, for mythology, a knowledge on religion. It requires a certain education, and it's not for everyone. Not everyone can understand and appreciate it. Another great thing about Star Wars, why I appreciate it so much, is because in my military days, thanks to the Clone Wars TV series, it helped me adapt and understand what the army is about. And thanks to that, I adopted a mentality that I picked up from the clone troopers in the series, where it ended up me being enlisted in the Presidential Guard of Greece, which is the equivalent of the 501st in the Hellenic Army. And to prove it, 501st and our beret have one thing in common, the color blue, so the best of the best. The military gave me a perspective and greater respect for people that serve and have served the army. So I salute all of you guys. So another thing about Star Wars that I love is that since I was a little boy, I wanted to own a lightsaber, and here I am. I own the Luke Skywalker prop, from Empire Strikes Back. I built this one myself. So my message of this video is the following. My love for Star Wars was one of the main reasons why I broke up with my ex-fiance, because I was naive to the fact that, you know, I thought that she could get invested in it as much as I did, and eventually she got fed up by the look of things. And whenever we had arguments, she would use Star Wars to belittle me and humiliate me to make me feel bad about it. And this is what I want to say. If anyone uses what you love to hurt or mock you in the heat of an argument, here, okay? Because relationships are built based on respect, any kind of relationship, and when people do that, it shows a lack of respect. Be careful who you share it with. Star Wars is a treasure not to be shared with just anybody, okay? You must make sure that the person understands it and appreciates it the way you do. And today it's much easier than, you know, maybe 10 years ago. Because I'm that kind of guy that's going to take his lightsaber in the theater and bring it along and do this. And if you're embarrassed by the sight, then not only are you a fan as much as I am, but you're signifying that you're not my friend, because my friends here in Greece are not hardcore fans, but they can understand and appreciate and give me a pass when I go crazy and excited for Star Wars, because we have that mutual respect that I discussed earlier. So in the end, despite all of this, I'm a Star Wars fan for me. No one can take this away from me. I was a fan for years and will continue to be despite today's controversy and state of things. Surround yourselves by people that celebrated the way you do, and get rid of all of these toxic, cancerous people in your life that ever tried to make you feel bad about Star Wars and anything in general. And it can be anyone. It can be a lover, a friend, or even a family member. There are no exceptions. So that's my message to the true fans out there. John, I want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to collaborate with you and give me the time to express myself on your channel. So to everybody else, I'll catch you on Twitter or on my channel. So General Katarn, out.
Alright, I gotta give General Katarn a big thank you for sending me that clip. I think it was a nice clip, and yeah, I'm in agreement with him. It's this really important thing, and you know, it's like nothing else, and your friends gotta give you a little leeway, even if they're not very into it. So, he said, important, and it really is what Star Wars means to you, but this has happened before. Someone says why they love Star Wars, why it's important. It's all good, close enough. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think of his clip down below, in the comments. I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Patreon, Twitter, got it all. See you next time.